Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today is Monday, March 30th, 2026. And I'm just noticing there's a new painting on the wall of my office behind me there. It's apparently a portrait of L'après-midi d'une femme, which is fun. Today's puzzle is by Gary Cee, who, according to the Wordplay column, is a radio broadcaster, which is fun also, something that I a little experience with myself. It's a Monday, so we'll expect a hopefully pretty smooth early week themed puzzle. And I'm going to try and do it relatively quickly, and I'll pick up any pieces on the back end. So let's get started for today, Monday, March 30th, a puzzle by Gary Cee. Print, copy, blank, fax. Printers, selections, probably scan, I think is the one missing there. Former Giants quarterback Manning is Eli Manning. Element discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie. Was it radium? I am not totally sure. Sparkling wine of Italy familiarly. Oh, let's check some down. Stayed on the bench, sat probably. A long-running CBS procedural with spin-offs, CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, fixture at a cash-only establishment, an ATM. I think this is going to be ASTI then. I don't know what it's short for. Nephew's sister is your niece, probably. Endless TikTok scrolling or Tetris playing, for example. A time waste or something? Dubai dignitary, probably an emir. Roundtable knight who betrayed King Arthur. Was that Lancelot? Did he betray him? I don't remember that. Odd man out is a misfit. Cover with tattoos, colloquial to ink up, maybe, something like that. Grand production is an epic, maybe. Time sink looks right. Waste basket jokingly. Oh, circular something, filing cabinet or something. Basic trig ratio is sine. Why? Trig is short and sine is not. Popular sushi fish is eel. Only U.S. president from Delaware is Joe Biden. Go up and down in the water is to bob like a buoy. Livid feeling is ire, anger. Smelter's material is ore. Major drags on a team's progress metaphorically. Not sure what we want there. Guy who goes a-courting, maybe a beau. Internet addresses for short, URLs, uniform resource locators. Item in an Easter hunt are eggs. You've got this, you might tell someone encouragingly. Uno plus due is tre. Right-angled shape is a T. Oh, an L. There we go. Travel by air is to fly. Illegal distribution of narcotics, a drug traffic, I guess you could call it. Caustic paint stripper is lie. Like the original Broadway cast of The Wiz, all something. Interesting. What's this? Take advantage of is to use. Whimpers. Mules, maybe, if it's a cat. Kenya's second largest city. Well, could be Nairobi. Maybe Kinshasa is the largest city. Top placement in a bracket for a March Madness team. Something seed, but I don't know. I would have guessed top seed, but it can't be that. Raps Dr. Dre. Lawn neatening tools. I don't know. Tiny amount is a drop, maybe? Warhead weapons for short. I'm going to go back up here because I'm getting a little stuck down there. A box top is a lid. Equip with new shoestrings is to relace your shoes. State with certainty is to either avow or to aver. Like many users of sign language are deaf. In spite of all that, even so, you might say. Rented, leased, probably, and so that would make this aver. Circular file, I think, is what we want then. It's news exclusive from someone in the know. Inside scoop. Of no help is useless. Des Plaines, Iowa, I'm just guessing. California city with a humble sounding name is Modesto, California. Like the Mariana Trench among all the world's underwater places, it's the deepest. A sprite is an elf. A rodeo rope is a lasso. Team of two is a pair. A corner piece on a chessboard is a rook. F-sharp major is an example of a key. To be in arrears is to owe money. Wise bird is an owl. An answer is a reply. Actor Estrada of Chips is Eric, but I'm not sure if it's a C or a K. Manicurist's board is an emery board. Valentine's Day flower is a rose. Year of the horse, 2026 in the Chinese zodiac, fire horse, I think. Per capita means per person. Team for Olympiad Simone Biles and Mikhail Schifrin is Team USA. Stag's mate is a doe, deer. Boxes up securely, not sure. Dead weights could be major drags on a team's progress. One-time AT&T competitor. Oh, I'm not sure. Regrettably unfortunate. Tragic? Word after Irish or jet. Setter. Irish setter is a type of dog. Jet setter is like a trailblazer. Or no, a traveler, I think, someone who all over the place. Size up is to assess, I think. Lawn neatening tools I still don't see. Iowa College Town Ames, maybe? Bit of boarding pass info, the gate that you are supposed to be boarding at. Regrettably unfortunate, a shame, maybe? Where to pick up luggage at an airport, the baggage claim. Superfood berry is the acai berry. To glide down a slope is to ski down it. Longtime record label or Beastie Boy. Oh. I don't know. Warhead weapons for short. ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Went into reverse, or what the ends of blah, blah, blah might be. Backed up, I guess. Eric Estrada with the K. Tiny amount. A drip. So this looks like edgers, lawn neatening tools. A drib. Okay, all black, original broadcast of the Wiz, and this is MCA, I guess. I don't have to look into that. And this is not anything that I recognize then. The one seed, maybe top placement in a bracket. Boxes up securely in cases. This looks like mules after. Oh, Mombasa and MCI. I think that must be right. Okay, not as fast as I thought. It got stuck definitely down here a little bit in this area. But let's look at the theme. So went into reverse, or what the ends of these theme entries might be. Backed up. Oh, so they're different things that can be backed up in different ways. So you look at 17 across, endless TikTok scrolling or Tetris playing is a time sink. But you just look at the back half of it, a sink. A sink is something that could be backed up if it's clogged. A wastebasket, jokingly, is a circular file. A file might be backed up, meaning saved to a different location on a computer. Illegal distribution of narcotics at 38 across is drug traffic. The drug trade, the drug traffic, I guess. And traffic is something that could be backed up in the sense that it could be a traffic jam. And finally, where to pick up luggage at an airport is a baggage claim. And a claim is something that could be backed up with, say, evidence or somebody else's support. So that's our theme for Monday, backed up, a nice theme by Gary Cee. There are some things that I need to look into, perhaps. I was right about radium, which is nice. Asti, I'm not sure why it's familiarly. Maybe there's a two-word sort of formal name for this that I don't know. Date plains, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that I was right about that. I'm not familiar with the place necessarily. What else? This is something I've seen in the grid before but can never remember. One-time AT&T competitor. I have to look up what MCI is. A drib is a little bit obscure for a tiny amount. Usually we want something like an iota or a mote or something like that, but in this case a drib is what the entry is. MCA, again, I kind of vaguely recognize the record label name, but I don't know the names of any of the Beastie Boys, so I'll have to check into that. What else? I do not remember the story of Lancelot betraying King Arthur. Not I'm totally familiar with the Arthurian legends, but I'll have to maybe check into that as well. Everything else, I think, is you need to learn that the original broadcast of The Wiz was all black. Didn't know. Mombasa, I guess the third Kenyan city that I didn't think of. Anyway, fine. Edgers, sure, I can imagine what that would be. Ames, Iowa does appear in the puzzle from time to time, but never easy to remember. I think that's it. Everything else is fairly straightforward, as you'd expect for a Monday. A good puzzle by Gary Cee. Thanks for joining me for today's solve. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you want to know when I'm posting next, hit the subscribe button. You'll get those notifications, and we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.